Oh, I didn't even turn it on. LOL. LOL, embarrassing, such boomer. I didn't turn my camera on, so I've been talking for minutes straight and my camera wasn't on. Oh my gosh, embarrassing, embarrassing. So, gee, you guys. Hey, Fuwa-chan. Hey, where's everybody coming from? Hello, Free Palestine. I love you too. All right, so I'm trying something different. This is a little weird. I am trying to see what it's like to go live both on Instagram and YouTube, but also I have my TikTok right here. So my TikTok is right here. Hello from Dallas. Can you guys believe this? You know how they say, which is so crazy, bonjour. Oh, ooh, from France. But you know how they say sometimes history is made in a little bit of history will be made in a week, and then like years and years and years will happen and there will be no history at all. It's so many crazy things are happening right now. It was like, wait a second. How do I add the camera? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So why don't I see the Instagram comments? You said that. When is there no history being made? No. Oh, you're right. Username. It's Lennon that said that. No, it's not that history isn't being made. I'm saying sometimes a bunch of things will happen at once. A bunch of crazy things will happen at once. So I was like, had a ton of shit to do today. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like in the middle of doing something. And all of a sudden, hey, Welsh, how are you? I all of a sudden just see this statement. He put it out of nowhere. I've been saying, and I would like to say that there should be a wellness check done on Harry Sisson. Harry Sisson, who's the biggest Biden simp. Zeba Khan, I am trying to get to DC for this protest against Netanyahu. I'm trying to figure out a ride right now. Thank you. You know what? I really appreciate that. I have so much love from London, you guys. So much love from London. Harry's probably coping so hard right now. Actually, you know what's hilarious? TikTok, you're not going to be able to see it. But what was hilarious, guys, because for some reason, TikTok is very stupid in that it doesn't allow you to use multi-streaming platforms or whatever. So again, work with me. I'm still trying to get used to this. But I can share on X and on Twitter. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that, Fred, in a second. But Harry Sisson, I just want to laugh at this Harry Sisson tweet. So Sisson wrote earlier today, guys, I'm riding with Biden. Biden's the best. He's the best that we've ever seen. Nothing is going to change my mind. Blah, 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 blah. And then immediately, it was like not even an hour later that he put out the statement dropping out. Hold on. So funny. Hold on, hold the phone. So he puts out this tweet that's like, oh, you like Biden, whatever, love Biden. Oh, he's like, right here. He's like, President Biden. Oh, wait, no, the statement of President Biden. And then right before, he was like, everybody who is working hard to elect Biden, who's riding with Biden. And then like, oh, thank you, Elvadina, for the gift. Who's riding with Biden? And then like 5 seconds later, he's like, oh, actually, yeah, my fellow Americans, Kamala Harris. It's just really funny. Because the thing is about people like Harry Sisson, and look, I understand he is a political operative, but his job is to do cheerleading for the Democratic Party, no matter how like they do. That's his job. Not his job is not to analyze politics. Like he's like a pundit. His job is like a professional supporter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Do we have a term for that? Because a lot of times we call him an influencer, and I guess, but he's like a professional Biden support, like supporter, political cheerleader. Yeah. Hilly, I wouldn't say Roger Stone because Roger Stone is a lot more talented. No, not just talented. I don't want to be too hard on Harry. He's like, so I feel a little bit bad when I will like give shit. Like he's so young. I think he's like, what is he like? But I always feel bad. Like happened to me a couple months ago, guys, where I went on TikTok live, right? And somebody asked to join to debate me about Israel Palestine. And so I started debating them. And probably within like, I don't know, 10 minutes into the debate, I realized that the person I was debating was like 16. And I was like, kid. I'm like, no, I'm not debating a kid. Her brain is not formed. Like, yeah. Venmo allow me to send you crude oil asking for a friend in Iran. What? No, but you can send me money on Venmo if you want. I don't care as long as Agent Orange doesn't win. Madame, you are wonderful. Love you so much. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I love you guys. I don't think that I'm able though to see. I'm looking at the comments. Good morning from New Zealand. Hey Blair. I don't think I'm able to see the comments from Instagram though. Like I can see the comments from X, but I can't see the comment from Instagram, which is annoying. I'm looking at it though. You wish you could be Noah Tishby? That person's joking, right? Like you're joking, right? You're actually joking. You wish you could be Noah Tishby. Bitch, I am Noah Tishby. Did you not see my video? Oh, Carmen, thank you for the super chat, the super sticker. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys who are members, who donate to my Venmo, who send me super chats, super stickers. I love all of you guys. You help me continue to do the work that I'm doing. I'm 34, debate me, don't know what, but I'll take it. Someone wrote, Noah is absolutely amazing. Lamau. No, bro, I'm amazing as Noah Tishby, okay? I am Noah Tishby, okay? I am Noah Tishby. I did a way, okay? For anybody who has seen my Noah Tishby parody video, I did a way better impersonation of Noah Tishby than she's ever done of herself, okay? So get that. Understand that, okay? Yeah, never done a better impression. Who is Noah Tishby? Oh, she's an apparatchik. She's a paid shill. She's, you know, kind of talking about Harry Sisson. Like his whole job is just to shill for Biden. That's what Noah Tishby is to the Israeli regime. Like she's a paid spokesperson. Yeah. Here's the thing. Some of you got to accept, because there's like a Tishby fan in there. That's like, some of you got to accept that I do better impersonation of Noah Tishby and Michael Rappaport than they do. Okay? Ooh, someone asked me if I had an OnlyFans. Bro, I am not hot enough to have an OnlyFans, okay? No, she paid spokesperson. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Omar, for the gift. Yeah, they are Muppets. Okay, so I want to ask all you guys now that we're kind of getting it, okay? And it's actually really annoying me that I can't the comments from Instagram. Egypt needs to open the border. Yeah, you're telling me. Tell me about it. Of course I know Egypt should be opening their border. They're literally like ransoming who are trying to get over there. Hey Osama. I'm from Paris. Oh, it's so cool. Guys, let me tell you something. I love so much that since I started doing content creation, that I get to talk to you guys from all around the world. It sounds corny, but I think it's so cool. Like being able to have conversations with you guys and hear people say that they support my work and they like my work, like from all around the world. People from Gaza, thank you so much. People from Paris, they were from Syria, Istanbul. Like it's cool. It's cool that like I'm able to talk to all these different people. The open border would facilitate. No, David, I understand that. The open border would facilitate the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians, so it's not that simple. Yes, I understand that, and I actually agree with you. I think the reason why there have been so many people, hey, from Chechnya. Oh, thank you for the compliment about my haircut. I'm right about that. Yes, there has been a plan by the Israeli regime to, Jacob, I hear you. I know. I'm not saying that they should. First of all, my opinion does not matter. What matters is what the Palestinians want, and I'm going to support the Palestinians no matter what they choose, okay? So understand people's concerns about the Egyptian border being open because we know that the regime's plan has always been to push them out. They want to push them into the Sinai. They want to push them. Thank you guys for the roses. They want to push them into the Sinai. They want to push them out of Palestine and they want to steal the rest of their land. I totally get that. All I'm saying is We have never seen a population be besieged and trapped in a cage. And I personally talk to Palestinians. I am now friends with them. We communicate through Instagram, through TikTok, who have told me that they want to leave. So I'm going to support the people that want to leave. That's why I always make those GoFundMes. Like, you guys ask me about the GoFundMes, all the GoFundMes I'm always promoting on my pages. The reason why I do that is from Palestinians who have told me they want to leave. So some Palestinians do not. And we understand that the regime wants to push them out so that they can steal their land. I totally get that. But for those, and I support the ones who want to stay, the Palestinians who want to stay. And I agree with that point. However, as far as the Palestinians go that have asked us to share their GoFundMes, to donate to their GoFundMes because they are trying to escape, they're trying to leave, I'm going to support them in that too. I want to support whatever it is that they want. So, because again, it's not up to me. Like what happened in Gaza, like what the Palestinians want is none of my business. I'm just here to support their freedom. Yes, exactly. So anyway, what I want to know is, Jake, the answer to that question is yes. They absolutely are. So I want to know is, as far as the United States is concerned, somebody asked, how do you do your research, Blakeley? Thank you for spelling my name right. Okay. People spell my name wrong all the time. So I'm always happy when someone spells it right. I do my research a lot of different ways. I read a lot. Okay. I read a lot. You know, any kind of research, I read a lot. I listen. Listening is very important. Yeah, no problem, Jake. I listen a lot. I think that listening is really important because, oh, from Morocco. See, that's what I mean when I say it's so cool that I am able to communicate with you guys from all over the world. Like Dagger just wrote, hey, Blakeley, I found your content. I'm from Morocco. That's so cool. I know that sounds really dorky that I'm harping on it, but I just think it's really cool that we live in a time where we can reach each other from all over the world. I think it's awesome. A from Oklahoma. So as far as what's going on in the United States, what I am curious to hear from everyone, even if you're not from the United States, I want to hear your opinion on this too. Algeria, hey, from Paris. What is your position? Who you think, hey, Sabrina, should win, should run, should take Biden's place? I want to hear from everybody. Ooh, from the UK. Ozone, I'm not taking right now because I'm streaming on multiple platforms, but later I will do a TikTok live where I will take requests, guests to talk. Leo, same. I'm going to live later tonight where I will take requests and people can join and I'll have guests. But like for now, because I'm streaming on other platforms, I can't. Narnar, I can't. You don't have millions of followers. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I'll tell you why. Okay. The only reason why I don't, at least on TikTok, is because they always be suppressing my content. Okay. And I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact because I was doing some research as we were talking about. And I saw that the metrics that they use to measure whether or not as well, my content exceeded all of those metrics: watch time, likes, shares, and comments. And yet my video had less views than someone who had way less likes and way less engagement. So I know that they see my videos. Otherwise I would. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. If you're not already a member on YouTube, become a member of my YouTube. Henry, is it going to be Kamala? You know what? You know what would win? I'm telling you right now, you guys, you know what would win? Kamala, if she picked Bernie. Landslide. Free Palestine. Yeah, make sure you like the live. If you are, thank you, CCD. Make sure that you guys like the live. Like and share the live. Harris intends to run. I'll vote for Harris. Yeah, but I'm just Bernie, if he were to be on Harris's ticket, they would win in a landslide. I'm voting for Stein as well, but at least libs have some sense. Kamala, Mark Kelly. Sabrina, okay, I've seen a couple people Mark Kelly. Why? I'm curious. To Wild Little Rabbit, they're all actors. Oh, I know. We know. Anybody who follows me knows that we know that. Bernie is a traitor in jail just as the other crooks in Washington, regardless of party. Yes, Jacob, but right now I'm doing political analysis. You know what I mean? I'm not saying who is a good person. None of them are. None of them are. They're all sellouts. They all kiss the ring of the Israeli regime. Like, we know that, or at least anybody who follows me knows that. What I'm asking about right now is political analysis. Who do you think is going to win or has the best chance or is most likely to get picked? Thank you, Zach. Don't forget to like the live, guys. If Bernie convinced the Dem establishment, it's a nice oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay. So as many of you know, if you also follow me or if you're members, and you can become a member in any way. Okay. You can either donate to my Venmo, you can become a member on my Instagram, you can subscribe to it, or a member on YouTube, or you can send me super chats, whatever, to support my work. And I love you all because you guys are the best. YouTube though, my YouTube fam are hilarious. Like, you guys crack me up. Thank you for liking the live. Somebody just wrote sinitis, Kamala. You guys are so funny. I used to Bernie Sanders too. Don't get it twisted. I used to be a huge Bernie Sanders fan, and then I stopped. Oh, I've got to put my nails on, before this that I'm going to. So yeah, exactly. Rabiq, totally, 100%. Not even saying that that's not going to happen. We know that our government is going to continue supporting the Israeli regime. I don't know how many of you, and I didn't even answer that question where they asked, how'd you do your research? I forgot to answer it. I got distracted because I'm trying to read all your comments, because I actually do try to read all your guys' comments. Like, I really do. Like, I will go through my Instagram and TikTok and try to read every comment and like it so that you guys know that I'm actually reading it. Oh, thank you, Sabrina, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Mark Kelly will settle the white male vote. Exactly. That is such a great point, Sabrina. I was just saying that the other day about Kamala. It's a new person that said Israel will exist forever. Oh, thank you. Zach was on it. Zach was on it. Okay, guys. Sorry, distracted again. Zach is my moderator on TikTok. He's amazing. And somebody with the handle wrote, Israel will exist forever. Like, whatever. Like, something trying to troll comments. And I was going to go ask Zach to block them, and he blocked them before I even finished saying it. So Zach is amazing. But I made a video about this the other day, Sabrina, and I did not post it. And it's in my drafts, but I will. If Kamala were to be the nominee, my prediction, and again, guys, we're just talking about political analysis here. I'm not saying that I love these people or like I want them to win. I'm saying I think that she will definitely pick a white man, because there is going to be a lot of racism against her. There's going to be a lot, like, and so and there's going to be a lot of white people that don't want to vote for her or that don't feel comfortable voting for her. So what's going to happen is, in order for her to shore up the base or whatever, she's going to have to pick a white man, is my prediction. And he's going to have to be super bland. She's not going to pick anybody that's like even remotely progressive. She's going to pick someone super bland. Because she's going to need constituency. A lot of older people voted for Biden. Some people, going back to what the person asked me about the how do I do my research? I read a lot. I read a lot of polls. I listen to a lot of people. Listening is really important when you're trying to learn things. And what drives me a lot of people is that they don't read polls. Like, look at who's winning and look at who has what support. Biden actually had the support from older voters, which is a demographic that votes, because this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys too. Democrats oftentimes don't care about what young voters want because young voters don't vote. A lot of young voters do not vote. So they don't care what young voters think. What they do care about is the people that vote in large numbers. And that would be two demographics first and foremost. Older voters always vote, and Black voters. Black voters have some of the highest voter turnout rates. So And that's why there was the contradiction of, thank you, Dagger. That's why there was the contradiction of like Biden, despite the fact that he's had a very racist past and was friends with segregationists and opposed busing, he had a really large constituency of Black voters. What country are you from? Well, yeah, I'm just saying that's the facts, Jack. Read the polls, Jack. Someone just said that not more that Biden was more pro-Israel than Trump. LOL. LOL. I really am tired of people saying that. He's not. What's his name? It's going to be just Israeli regime is Buzz. Yeah, they all are. They all Flanders. They're all pro-Israel Flanders. There is no anti-Zionist fucking congressperson. And if there is, they usually get voted out. Look at what happened to Jamal Bowman. He actually like stood up to AIPAC. They took him out. They took him out of Congress. I am trying to get to DC this weekend for the protest. You guys know that there's a protest coming up against Netanyahu. I'm sure you know. That is going in DC. And I don't know if you guys heard, but Mike Johnson, who's the Speaker of the House, said that he was going to arrest anyone who protested him, like in Congress. In Congress. I don't know Netanyahu will replace Biden, lol. People forget that Trump was the guy that moved the embassy to Jerusalem. Correct. True. People do often forget that. It drives me crazy. Trump did a lot of things for the Israeli regime that people forget about. Like, he moved the embassy to Jerusalem, and one of his top donors is Miriam Adelson, who is the wife of the late Sheldon Adelson, who is in hell now. And she's pledging to give Donald Trump $100 million so that when he becomes president, he will annex the occupied West Bank. That's what they want. Also, can we not forget, somebody just mentioned this, crab frog, good point. What's his bucket? Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, a psychotic Zionist. He was so close to Netanyahu that they used to let him sleep at his house. Like, let's not forget that. Let's not forget who that is. And I have heard people say that, I heard he will not be the U.S. No, I think he's still coming. What's his name? Mike Johnson put out a statement today saying that he was going to arrest any Congress people that opposed Netanyahu coming, which is one of the most psychotic things I've ever heard. One of them, honestly, I just saw George White said, drop the page so that we can hear you better. Honestly, it's not the page as to why you can't hear me that well. It's because I don't have a mic. Like most people who do streaming, like have mics. I don't have a mic. Yeah, so I want you guys to consider the insanity of that, okay? They're going to arrest people, sitting members of Congress, if they protest Netanyahu's speech. I think Jill Stein, I like Stein. Although I get annoyed with the Green Party in general because they're just so unserious. Like they never actually try. I want to buy a mic. Cool. Yeah, send me one. Send me a Venmo so I can. Yeah, they're like, if you do, you guys like my nails so far? I'm putting my nails on. Thank you, Tilts, for the gift. Do you think Biden will meet with Netanyahu? Actually, I don't think Biden is going to meet with Netanyahu because of the fact that Biden got COVID. It's JOEVER. It's JOEVER, guys. Honestly, okay, this is the other thing to advice on. I have been trying to put my nails back on for a while. Your Noah skit was hilarious. Thank you. I've been trying, thank you, Tilt, for the gift. I've been trying to keep my nails on for a while, but I haven't been able to keep them on because the glue is never that good. The glue that I'm using, Aileen. Wait, let me show TikTok first. Aileen, do you guys see this? This is the glue I'm using. And I've used other glues before, but they always fall off. Suleiman, who do you think will be a better president in terms of stopping the Gaza genocide? Certainly not Trump, because Trump will do anything that they tell him. Honestly, I would be lying if I said I know how Harris is going to act or any other Democrats, because I was doing my at-home dinner. Oh, that's so funny, Kimberly. I honestly don't know, because all of them are AIPAC hacks. You know what I mean? All of them take money from the Israeli regime. However, there's different levels of what they're willing to do. Like, for instance, Biden is more ideologically committed to the Israeli regime's project because he's been a Zionist forever. Trump is not, it's not that he's ideologically committed to Israel, it's that money. He'll just take the money. And then he has the son-in-law that's ideologically committed to them. So you've got that. I don't really know. I know Harris takes their money, but I don't really know how if she could be pressured or how she would respond to political pressure, you know? Like, in a way, maybe way that we know Joe Biden did not, because Joe Biden is a committed Zionist. Yeah, I just want to wear nails that I stay. Like, that's why I haven't been putting my nails on lately. I haven't, because I love my press-ons, but I haven't been wearing my press-ons lately because they always fall off. It's like, I'll just like wash the deal, fall off. It's so annoying. Yeah, exactly, Brain. That's what I'm saying. She's not a Zionist. She's not committed to it. But by the way, you look like young Angelina Jolie. Yeah, right. I do not. This is beautiful as Angelina Jolie. Certainly not me. But I appreciate the compliment. I will take that with full delusion into my next low self-esteem fit. I think Trump will be stronger off than sanctions than arming. No, Big Dag. I think that people really think that the thing is that Trump does a really good job of presenting that he's anti-war when he's not. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just saying that I don't know exactly how much easier it would be to try to pressure Kamala Harris, where it was obviously not easy trying to pressure Joe Biden, because Joe Biden has been a Zionist for decades. I think her husband is a Zionist, but like I said, I don't know. If I were guessing, I would say that, you know, she's probably going to be as hawkish as, you know, the Biden administration, or as, I don't know how a pressure campaign would work on her. Yes, I think her husband is a Zionist. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is. Oh, I know. Biden said he'd more for the Palestinians than anyone ever. Talk about delusional. Like, imagine having that level of delusion. Like, he actually unironically went on and said, I've done more for the Palestinians than anybody ever. Like, are you kidding me? Sir, are you here? Are you awake? What is going on? Amor, that is correct. The U.S. system is an entire oligarchy Zionist family. Correct. That is true. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to push. Because the thing that I hate about, honestly, guys, like the thing that I really hate about revolution talk, when like leftists are like, oh, let's just have a revolution, is that there's never any plan in place, like, ever. And when I say plan, I mean, in order to have a successful revolution, you would actually have to set up things like mutual aid and systems that would actually help protect vulnerable people. But there's none of that. It's just talk. And the fact of the matter is, let's just say if we were to have a revolution right now, the people that would win this revolution would be the right wing, and it would just become full fascism. Why? Because the right wing are the ones that are organized. The right wing are the ones that actually take this seriously. The right wing are the ones that have all the weapons, and the right wing are the one that really organizes power. You think that the Supreme Court happened overnight, that Roe v. Wade got taken away overnight? Like, absolutely not. It happened over decades organizing, because they were not fucking around. And the left just doesn't do that. Honestly, I get really frustrated with the left as somebody who would consider myself broadly on the left, although I won't call myself a leftist, because I think too often leftists are unserious people that are unserious about power. There's no real organizing. There's no commitment to mutual aid. There's no trying to figure out a way to hold power and to get power. That's the thing about the right wing and why they would win a revolution, because they actually care about power. I don't think the left is serious about power. Ooh, thank you for the hat thingy. I don't think that the left is serious about gaining power in the way that the left should be serious about gaining power. It's always the same. It's the same thing. Honestly, the thing that makes me crazy about leftists too is that the left, all they want to do is like tone police people. Like, that drives me crazy. It's all tone policing, social commentary, this and that. And while there is space for that, and that's important, that's where it stops. That's literally where it stops. Like, there's no like critique of like we should do. There's no like, hey guys, this is really important, and this is like how we can organize for power. All it is just like picking apart people and telling people how they suck and what they're not doing and how they're problematic. But it's like, when was the last time that a left actually got something? Like, seriously, when was the last time the left actually got something? The left being useless is Bernie Sanders is a perfect example of that. Like, you don't just start right-winger here. We don't want to start a revolution. We want our country back. Back to what? What do you want your country back to? Jim Crow? Like, I don't understand. I really need you to answer this question for me. What do you want it back to? I want an answer. Somebody asked me that on TikTok. I'm curious to see what the answer is, because they say that all the time. We want our country back. Back to what? Also, the right wing makes no sense, because they always call America a shithole and say, make America great again, because it's a shithole. And then they also say it's the greatest place on earth. Like, make up your mind. Back from what Biden has done to it. He's ruined the country. How? 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 Because I got news for you. Biden has actually continued, despite what the right wing wants to say, a lot of the same policies on the border that Trump did. And he also has drilled more than any president we have ever had in our lifetimes in the history of the country. You really don't hear that. You don't hear right-wingers talk about it because it's inconveniently politically. And you don't hear the left talk about it because the left, you don't hear the Democrats talk about it because the left are anti-drilling. So they don't want to piss off their base by telling them that Biden's actually drilled more than anyone ever. Okay, so this guy that I'm talking to, that I'm answering his questions in chat and TikTok, said Biden basically started a fire in the house and then ran out the back door. How? Give me specifics. You notice that the right wing is never specific. They say, we want to make the country great again. We want it to go back, take it back. From what? From who? Who do you want to take it back from? What do you want it back to? Where are the specifics? Biden's ruined the country. How? Tell me the policies. Tell me the policies that Biden has carried out that have ruined the country. Also, you guys, it really takes away from it. And this is to everybody, okay? I say this to Republicans and Democrats. When you constantly are saying it's the worst ever, he's the worst president ever, this is the worst shape the country's ever been in, you really make it sound unserious. Because you guys say that every time. Every 4 years, it's the most important election of our life. Every president. Remember when Barack Obama was the worst president ever? Now Biden is the worst president ever. Like, everybody needs to stop being so dramatic, because when you say that over and over again, it takes the seriousness out of it. I'm ignoring comments from Zionists, guys. I'm not answering a question. Also, you guys notice that Zionists, like, I'll say this to somebody who makes content. They're the cheapest people in the world. Like, they never, ever, ever will send a super chat. They'll never, ever, ever send a gift on TikTok. They'll never sign up for a sub. They just demand that I answer their questions. Wait, where's that guy? He didn't answer the question. Where was he? Where'd he go? Okay, I don't think he answered my question. Okay, see, you guys noticed this? Talking to a right-winger, okay? Thank you, Wendy. I want you to realize that they never can be specific. Okay, everybody please listen to this. This is an important point when dismantling right-wing propaganda. Whenever the right wing makes a point, they can never back it up with any policy. Any policy. Thank you for the roses, Matthias. Any policy. They will either mention things that Hamas They will either mention things as a vibe, or they'll say things that are not true that they just heard in right-wing media. So a perfect example of that is when they say, we need to drill, baby, drill. Thank you, Steve. We've been drilling. We've been drilling. We've been drilling so much that it's been more than any president in history. But right-wingers will say, guys, we got to start drilling again. Be energy independent. We are, but they don't know that. Because I hate to be rude. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but they don't read anything. Like, genuinely, they don't read anything. They don't check. Like, if you were to look it up, you could easily find that Biden has been drilling more than any president ever, but they don't check. So they say, oh, well, you know, we need to drill, baby, DR. And then they'll be like, oh, well, Biden's immigration, open border. No, they say open border because they hear people say that on TV. They hear right-wingers say that. Biden's border policy has been gross. He's continued a lot of the same policies that Trump did. Just like the Israeli regime, there is really little daylight between Biden and Trump on Israel. So I ask you again, when you say Biden has been the worst president and you want America to go back to what it was, what was that? And I don't want to hear anybody say inflation, because the reason why we had inflation during Biden's term was because of Trump's term. Like, seriously, I don't understand what people learn about this. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick, but are people like fucking slow? Like, I don't understand. Do not understand the reason why we had inflation was because of the policies carried out by the Trump administration. Do you guys think as soon as one president comes into office that all of the policies from the previous administration just disappear? They just disappear and we start over, we start fresh? That's not how inflation works. That's not how inflation works. Inflation has been happening all over the world. Inflation is actually worse in other countries right now than it is in the United States. And like, you know how when you plant a tomato, explain this really, really easy. I'll try to explain it for the right way. You know, when you plant a tomato, the pop up the next day, guys. The tomato doesn't pop up the next day. You have to water that shit. You have to put that shit in the sun, right? It takes a minute for it to come up. That's exactly what happens with policy. When a president comes into office and have made major policy changes, a lot of times that policy is not going to be felt right away. Just like when COVID happened, it hurt the economy, it hurt inflation, it affected shipping lanes, all of that, supply chains. That was not something that happened overnight. So in order to get out of it, you have to make different choices. Trump's policies, his tax cuts for the rich, his terrible handling of COVID, $5 trillion package he created during his administration, all affected inflation. But then Biden comes into office, and I really hate when right-wingers make me defend Biden, okay? Stop making me defend Biden. But then right-wingers come into office and go, why did Biden create inflation? Playboy, your guy did. Like, be so for real. I feel like we never learn anything. For those of you who are joining from around the world in this live and in the other lives, like, what you need to understand is that have the memory of a pea, of a sweet pea. Americans literally don't have, like, they forget so quickly, and then they just back to what they were doing. Like, memory of a fly. Don't forget to keep liking the live, guys. Yeah, no, guys, in chat, in you saying that America is a democracy, LMAO. You kidding me? This place has been an oligarchy and a corporatocracy for some time. That's actually something that the right wing doesn't understand either. The right wing is very outdated. They think that everything is just government. They're like, big government, because none of them have moved on since past Reagan. They all have like zombie Reaganism brain. So they think that is the only problem. The right wing doesn't understand that capitalism is a part of the reason why the United States is in the position it's in. They don't understand the power of corporations and the power of foreign influence and foreign lobbies and dark money. They don't understand that the reason why we have a housing crisis is not because of Biden, it's because of hedge funds. The right wing doesn't, they just don't. A bit of a tangent, but what is on your arm? Globetrotter, how old are you? I will let you guess. I will let you decide how old you think I am. What is written on my arm? It's a verse. Idea. It's a Bible verse. It's 4, 6, and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in prayer and supplication, make your request known to God, and the peace which surpasses all understanding will guide you in Christ Jesus. First of all, Gangrene, thank you so much for the super chat. No, I'm not answering Zionist questions because Zionists are cheap. They don't gift anything. Wait, where did that go? Gangrene's question. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Gangrene, so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You're exactly right, but Biden did nothing to raise 100%. 100%. Guys, I don't want you to get it twisted and think that when I do analysis on the right wing, that means I'm defending the Democrats or defending Biden. Like, both of our parties are trash, but they have different weaknesses, right? Like, both parties are trash. Both of them are hacks. Both of them are corporatists. Both of them are Zionists. Both of them sell out to hedge funds, but they have different weaknesses and they have different constituencies that they sell out to. And although Biden definitely did not do anything to raise wages, which is totally true, but Biden did not raise the interest rates. Jerome Powell did. Who appointed Jerome Powell? The Federal Reserve. What Biden's problem was, and what he should have done, and what pissed me off about Biden, is that he didn't fire Jerome Powell. When Biden came into office, he should have immediately fired Jerome Powell and got his own Fed chair, but he didn't. You know what Trump did when Jerome Powell threatened to raise rates? He threatened to fire him. That is the thing that I will give Trump over other politicians, over Biden. Trump is a mob boss. Like, Trump is a mob boss. So when somebody didn't do what he wanted to do, he'd be like, then I'll fire you. I'll fire you on Twitter, fool. And then they would get in line. Like, Trump literally came out and openly said to the oil and gas industry, if you help elect me, I will give you whatever you want. Trump is like an out and out open con man. That's why I can never get over the idiots that actually think he's like pro working class. Oh my gosh. That is so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Somebody reported my live on TikTok because I was criticizing Republicans. How embarrassing. I got a notification being like, your live is restricted because it demeans a group. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Oh, such crocodile tears. Such crocodile tears, such crying. Calling the ambulance. Also, this is why, honestly, guys, for those of you on TikTok, this is the reason why I don't go live on TikTok that often, because it is so censorious. It is so censorious. And there's so many crybabies on here that will like immediately report your live for the dumbest things. I'm allowed to criticize Republicans. I'm allowed to conservatives. But you guys are crying and crying and crying and crying and reporting the lives always, all the time, because I criticize your daddy. Like, again, this is why I don't go live on TikTok very often, because the crying is just so next level. Always calling the ambulance. Yeah. This is the other reason why I don't have, they're always trying to suppress me. They're always afraid of my truth. They're afraid of the truth. Hold on, guys. I need to get the rest of my coffee. TikTok be like going live more. You know how like TikTok will try to get you to do things? TikTok is always like, go live, go live, go live, go live, go live. Why aren't you going live? Why aren't you going live? Bro, if you see this TikTok, the reason why I don't go live on here is because you guys are ridiculous. You're ridiculous. You literally ban people from live and or restrict their live over nothing. That's why. Anyway, everybody who's watching me on TikTok, please go follow me on X, on Instagram, and on YouTube at I am Blakeley, where I mostly do my lives because they're not ridiculous like TikTok. Who called me Breaky? Oh yeah, please keep liking the live, you guys. Like you just tap. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Jojo in 3D. The intense fawning over Harris right now is scary. Oh my gosh, I know. It's so next level. It really is. Nothing like a cold cup of iced tea. But it's iced coffee. I don't like tea. Yeah. I'm a coffee guy. I am a coffee guy. I'm trying to figure out which nail. What do you guys think so far? Based. No, Big Boss, I don't agree. All of them are censorious to some degree, but TikTok is the worst. Absolutely the worst. And they will censor your account like mad, especially if you talk about anything serious. Gaza. Yeah. Yeah, the Harris fawning. Okay, so I think it's going to be Harris, but who do you think she'll pick as a VP? I already told you guys. My guess is she's going to pick a white man. No, Dagger. They were at first, and then the what is it called? What's guy's name? The ACLU. Wait, not the ACLU. The ADL. Started working with them to censor content. Yeah, so we do live in clown world. Talk to you seriously all the time, and it's weird. Yeah, it is kind of funny. They'll be like, Russia, China, they're so censorious. It's like, bro, have you been to the United States? For real. Like, things are so censored here, it's insane. Theater of the Absurd, 33 what? 33 what? What's 33? What's 33? People who are requesting, hey. People are requesting to get on and talk. You can later. Oh, MH, you're still in this live? Were you the one who reported my live for being a meanie to conservatives? Oh, I don't know for sure, Zach, if he did. I was just asking because he said he was conservative. Theater of the Absurd, were you the one who wrote 33? What were you referring to? Okay, then you're cool. But MH, you didn't answer my clear. I asked you a question. I said, what is it that you want to return America to? Wait, I thought you said you were right wing. I thought somebody in there said right winger here. I thought you were the one who said that. Western media. Mouthy, I was on Twitch, but I can only stream on 3 platforms at a time because that's the membership I have. So I will eventually, once I get the money to do so, to upgrade my membership, then I'll start streaming on all 5. Right now, what I'm streaming on is I'm streaming on YouTube, X, and Instagram, and I have my TikTok live on. Yeah, but MH, weren't you the one that said you want America to go back to what it was? Thanks, Mouthy. Yeah, but why won't you? Can you explain what it was that you wanted to go back to? That's what I want to know. You're like, I want America to go back to what it was, and I hear right-wingers say that all the time. Go back to what? A constitutional bill of rights. See, this is what I mean. It's always so vague. A constitutional bill of rights. Oh, okay. We do live by our Constitution. And actually, if you're going to be offended that we're not abiding by the Constitution, you should probably get mad at the Supreme Court that just ruled that a president is basically king and can't be convicted. Yeah, it's always, if you guys notice, it's always very, very vague. There's never like, abolish the DOJ. Weren't you guys the ones who made fun of people for saying abolish the police? And now you want to abolish the DOJ? Like, make it make sense. Why do people keep asking me how old I am? I don't understand. Listen, if you guys want to guess my age, that is up to you. I don't talk about it because I don't think it matters that much. And usually people think I'm a lot older than I am anyway. Yeah, people keep asking me my age. I say you guess. I'll let you guys guess. I'll let you guys decide. I want a government that functions. When does the government function? Yeah, I don't like when people ask me my age, and I'll tell you why. A, I don't think it matters. Second of all, whenever people ask you on the internet your age, there's only one of 2 responses that you're going to get, which is why I never understood that trend that went on where women were getting online going, oh, how old do I look? How old do I look? Because you're only going to get one of 2 responses. you're going to get, you look, younger than you are, what you say you are, trying to be nice. They'll be like, oh, you look 20 because they're trying to be nice. Or they're going to be mean because they don't like you and say that you look much older than you are. Absolum, I am not a lady. I am non-binary. But in general, yes, that is true. You shouldn't ask women or AFAB people how old they are. But like I said, I don't think that it matters. And I don't think it's like a healthy thing for people to do on the internet because people are always just going to be mean. Like they're either going to be nice and they're going to go, oh, I think you're younger, or they're going to be mean and they're going to say that they think you look 50, like when you're, 30. So that's why I don't understand that trend. Nothing good comes from it. Well, you're saying, I think you look younger than you are, but you don't know my age. You can't say that. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Also, I think I was scarred by it because I always got told that I looked so much older than I was, even when I was really young. So like I was like 20 at this job that people would always be like, oh, I thought you were 28 when I was like 20. No, she didn't annoy me. You did not annoy me at all. You did not annoy me. My age is Hamas. Thank you guys for saying you appreciate my video. Hey Nadim. TikTok is Hamas. Yeah, that's why suppressing my live, okay? Because they actually Hamas. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked my Noah Tishby video. Yeah, someone came in my live earlier and they were like, actually, you'll never be as good as Noah Tishby. LOL. Okay, but I do really want to drive that point home. I mean, that does drive me insane about right-wingers. And I want you guys to try this next time you talk to somebody who's conservative. They can never tell you why about anything. They can never explain. Like if you say, why do you support Trump? Right? Like, oh, because he makes America great again. How? I just want America to go back to what it was. What was it that you want? What part of American history do you want us to go back to? Inflation was high. Inflation's high everywhere. Biden is not the one raised rates. That's the Federal Reserve. Housing is unaffordable. Housing is not the decision of Joe Biden. If you have a problem with the way that our housing market is, you should be joining those of us on the left who are going after the hedge funds. The border. Biden's actually carried out a lot of the same border policies as Trump did. Wokeness. What do you mean by woke? Blogs, I hope you said yes. What does that mean? I despise Trump too. Or no, straightest guy. Housing is not a result of inflation. That's not the reason why housing is high. Do me a favor, because I know you guys never answer the question. Go look up, just Google housing prices, hedge fund, or Google housing prices, venture capitalists. The ironic part is, you know how the right wing does the whole dick pretending to be working class? Is that they pay JD Vance because of the fact he was a venture capitalist. They picked JD Vance because he is a creation of Silicon Valley billionaires. Section 8 is based, actually. The reason why housing is expensive, thank you, Brianna. Oh, wait, Benera. The reason why housing is expensive in this country is because of venture capitalists and hedge funds. It's corporate greed. This doesn't have anything to do with Biden. But like I said, this happens every time. It happens every time. You ask them, okay, why do you support Trump? Make America great again. Okay, what do you mean? Back to what? We're going to drill, baby, drill. We've been drilling more under Biden than we had any president in American history. You will find, if you talk to a Republican, a conservative, a right-winger, however you want to say it, they cannot and will not be specific about policies that they are interested in or why they want a Republican president. And the reason for that is because they vote on vibes and they vote on the club that they're a part of that they hate. It does, literally, have a conversation with anyone on the right, and you will find that policy is not a consideration, because if it was, they would read the policies. They would see that the Federal Reserve is the one that sets rates. They would see that Biden has drilled more than Trump. And as Steve just said, which is absolutely true, in San Francisco, 30% of housing is empty because of foreign investments. Exactly. Same in New York. There are so many houses, apartments in New York City that are absolutely ridiculous, like empty because of foreign investments. If the right wing actually cared about and housing costs, they would care about cracking down on corporate greed. They would care about cracking down on venture capitalists and hedge funds like BlackRock that buy up single-family homes across the country and then become their own landlords from hell. They would care about returning housing to the people, but they don't. That's why I don't take conservatives seriously. I don't take conservatives seriously because they don't take themselves seriously. They don't take policy seriously. That's why the second you start having a conversation with a conservative about policy, they fall apart. They either have to lie or they fall apart because they don't care about policy. Steve, wait, MH, if you cared about liberty and Americans having autonomy, then I'm guess you're pro-choice, right? Never let yourself be gaslit, guys, when it comes to the right wing. Just because the Democrats are clowns does not make the right wing anything other than what they've always been. The right is the party of the rich. They are the party of the 1%. That is why J.D. Vance was picked. They're going to do their same little okey doke of, I'm from Appalachia and I care about the working class. They don't. They picked him because Peter Thiel created him in a lab, and they want to make sure he does everything for Silicon Valley billionaires. They're the party of tax cuts for the rich. They are the venture capitalist party, and they're the party of endless war. Holly, not to the same degree. I don't like false equivalencies. Thank you, Mohammed, for the super chat. Thank you, Mohammed, for the super chat. When it's cleaner with water. Yeah, but the problem, Holly, with that false that I think actually is really bad is that it's good to credit Democrats for the hacks they are, for the corporatists they are, for the Zionists they are. But trying to create this equivalency that the right and the left, that the Democrats and the Republicans are exactly the same is just not true. It's just not true. Thank you, American. The only thing Republicans do is pass tax cuts for the rich. Oh, thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. Thanks, American 22. Thank you. Okay, also, guys in my YouTube chat, those of you in my YouTube chat, you need to calm down, everybody. Don't say anything. Like, don't start saying crazy shit that's going to get you banned. Like, you talk. Be careful. Like, chat, you just got to be careful about what you say and how you say it because you don't want to get kicked off. All right, fam. I got to get going. I'm going to a meeting. I am going to get back on live later tonight, probably a lot later tonight. When I do get on live, I'll probably do a TikTok live. I might, oh, thank you, Fresh Froma. Although I might do it on YouTube, depending on how censorious TikTok chooses to be. I'm not sure exactly what time I'm going to go live. Probably tonight. I don't know. I may just jump on, but we'll see. I'll probably do it on TikTok, although depending on how censorious TikTok wants to be, I might do it on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted to jump on here and check in with everybody. The news is insane. Like, we're living through a crazy time. We're living through a crazy time, news and politics and world events. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Special thank you and shout out to every single person who is a member of my YouTube, who is a member of my Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/I'm Blakeley to become a member, a subscriber on my Instagram, subscriber on TikTok, anybody who sent me super chats, anybody who donates to my Venmo. I appreciate you all so much. I love you all so much. And I will see you later. Okay? Be good, you guys. Be good in the comments. All right. I love you guys. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. All right. Later, guys. I'll see you later. Love you guys.